Hi everyone, you're with me Shanika on Niche Notes, and today's podcast is a little different because we have a very special guest here with us, Karen Thompson, the brand director of MAC Cosmetics India. Karen, would you like to give us a brief introduction about what exactly you do over at MAC and what your experience has been thus far?
Sure. So I am the brand director, as you said, which means I oversee the complete strategy of the brand in India and now in Sri Lanka as well.
That's interesting. How has it been like over the past? How long have you been at MAC? 10
I've
years or
been
so?
at MAC for 18 years, almost 18 years, and almost 15 years in India. So the India business has grown from something quite small and niche into a very huge business today, where we have over 230 stores now in India. So it's a big animal, and really looking forward to starting this journey in Sri Lanka as well.
Of course. I mean, as a makeup lover and as a person who has always loved makeup since I was a kid, it's really great to be in a brick and mortar MAC store in Sri Lanka. Like, it's been such a dream. Honestly, I'm sure most of our viewers will agree as well. How did the expansion to Sri Lanka come about, and how did your partnership with Exclusive Lines materialize?
Right. So, I think Sri Lanka for us is an emerging, exciting market that already has a very strong beauty and fashion culture. So it's the perfect time to enter with MAC. And we've had a long relationship already with Exclusive Lines, and they know the Sri Lankan consumer very, very well. So it was just the perfect partnership to enter with a player who already has a very strong presence in the country. And as you said, I'm also super happy to be sitting in our first MAC store. It looks amazing, and I just can't wait.
I know. It's so exciting, honestly, because one thing about MAC that I absolutely love is that since I'm a brown skin girl, one thing I've always struggled with is going into a store and trying to find the perfect foundation or concealer. And MAC has always been one of those brands that I know if I go into a store, I will definitely get color matched perfectly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so one of the biggest things about MAC that I've noticed is that you all have a great reputation for being both diverse and inclusive. So how does the brand essentially plan to translate that in Sri Lanka and also cater to South Asian skin tones and types?
Right. Great question. So, as you said, MAC is known for its inclusivity since the founding of the brand. And we've worked for many years to ensure that we look at the shade ranges of all our consumers and have something for them. So, for example, in India, we worked for many years looking at what are the gaps that we have in, let's say, a foundation shade. And if there was a gap, we would make a foundation to fill that gap.
Oh, wow.
So we today have the largest shade range in foundation. We have almost 60 shades in foundation. So you're sure to find a match at MAC, as you said. And then also, now that we have a store and we're working with consumers, we'll continue to look at that. We'll work closely with the makeup artists in our stores to see what kind of products are Sri Lankan consumers preferring most. Is there anything that we don't have to cater to them? And seeing what those gaps could be. And then also ensure that we continuously train our teams. That's something we pride ourselves on at MAC, that we have the best teams and the best makeup artists. So we'll continuously work with the teams to train the teams and ensure that they're offering personalized recommendations, exactly what the consumer is looking for. So that's something we're committed to.
That's great that you do actually personalize the training to each single technician.
Yes.
Because I think every single time that we go to get our makeup done, and I think the ladies here are experiencing it as well right now, is that when you walk out of the MAC store after getting your makeup done, it's just flawless and it's perfect. So I think it's amazing that you all are training each technician. That's wonderful. One more thing that I just wanted to ask you is that skincare is now becoming a major focus. And I've realized that many skincare professionals, as well as makeup artists, are now recommending 5-10 step skincare routines before you start your makeup.
Yes.
With this growing focus on skincare, what is your relationship with skincare and the routine that you would take prior to your makeup application?
Right. So the skinification of makeup is this trend which we've been seeing really growing a lot, I think pretty much since post-COVID, where consumers are understanding more and more the need to take care take care of your skin, and couple that with makeup as well to enhance your makeup routine. So at MAC, we launched last year a skincare range. It's called Hyper Real, and it's a high-performance skincare range designed to work with makeup. Because I think one of the pain points of a high-performance skincare is that it doesn't always settle well with your makeup. You know, maybe it starts to melt or it starts to split. So with Hyper Real, that won't happen. It is tested to be used before makeup. So it's the perfect way to prep and prime your skin for makeup. So we have different products in the range, including a cleansing oil, a skin serumizer, and a canvas balm as well to create that perfect canvas for your skin. And in addition to that as well, we have makeup products which have a very high propensity of skincare ingredients in them as well. So for example, we have our Studio Radiance foundation, which is one of our newest foundation launches. It gives you that spectacular glow, and it's packed with skincare ingredients as well. So it takes care of the skin at the same time as giving you your makeup look.
Absolutely, that sounds amazing. So Karen, when it comes to makeup application, what is your non-negotiable skincare step before you start your makeup?
Okay. So I actually love the Hyper Real range.
Okay.
So my favorite product from the range is actually the cleansing oil.
Okay.
It is so amazing. First of all, it smells amazing, and it literally takes off all your makeup. I mean, I wear quite a lot of makeup on a daily basis. It just takes off everything, and it leaves your skin really soft. So that's where I would always start.
Okay.
And then I use the serumizer, which really repairs the barrier of your skin, makes your skin feel really kind of plump and hydrated. And then the canvas balm, a little bit. You just need a little bit of that, and really massage into the skin, and that just creates the perfect base for makeup.
Okay. So the canvas balm, would that work on someone with oily skin as well?
So
or-
I think if your skin's very oily, you can just use the serumizer.
Okay.
I have a kind of a more dehydrated skin, so I like to
Right.
use the canvas balm as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And
You mentioned that you have dry skin or dehydrated skin. So what would you recommend for someone who has oily skin within the MAC product range?
okay.
To mattify the skin and make sure that the makeup application is beautiful and smooth.
Right. So, like I said, still skincare is still super important, even when you have oily skin. So, I would still recommend using the Hyper Real Serumizer as a base. And then we have this amazing primer. It's in the range Studio Fix. It's a mattifying primer. So that controls all the oil and then preps your skin so you get a smooth makeup base as well.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna pick up like 2 tubes of that. So next up, since you've already made a beautiful store here and you've established yourselves pretty much here in Sri Lanka, what is your vision over the next 5 years or so in India and Sri Lanka? What's your vision for India and Sri Lanka?
Okay, so I think I'll start with Sri Lanka. So as you said, we've just opened the store.
Yep.
And I think we want to really create an amazing retail experience for the consumers here. So starting with the store that we already have and our amazing team, our amazing makeup artists who are going to make those personalized recommendations for consumers. And then also really building on that. You know, we're going to later introduce makeup services where a consumer can book an appointment to get their makeup done and learn about makeup as well. I also want for us to develop stronger relationships with makeup artists in Sri Lanka, makeup influencers as well, so that we have that really strong network of beauty enthusiasts and people who really love talking about makeup. And then we'll look at where might be the opportunity also to expand into more stores. Yeah, so really looking forward to that expansion in Sri Lanka. In India, we obviously have a very big base of stores, but there's still room to grow. Of course, retail infrastructure in India is still developing across multiple cities. It's a huge country,
Yes.
and a lot of opportunity to continue to build our consumer coverage there as well. And one thing that we've done really well in India that we want to continue to do, and we'll also look in Sri Lanka, is to really look at how do we be the most relevant to the consumers there. So that can be through our product offering or through our marketing campaigns, or through, like I said, our local connections with influencers and makeup artists as well.
That's actually fantastic because that's the starting point to any consumer. So that's actually a great strategy and I commend you for that.
Thank you.
Just a personal question.
Sure.
What would be your most favorite lipstick or what would you recommend for everyday wear for someone with brown skin? If you have any idea of recommending, that's fine.
Yes, so I would recommend one of my favorite lipsticks for someone with like an Indian or a Sri Lankan skin tone would be Twig lipstick.
Oh, I love Twig.
Oh, I'm so glad. It works really well.
Yeah.
It just works great for every day. You can also wear it when you're going out. So it's just that perfect everyday lipstick.
I completely agree.
Great.
So to wrap up, that was actually so much fun getting to know you and speaking to you, Karen. I hope your experience in Sri Lanka has been really wonderful as well.
Been amazing. I've
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, okay, I'm so glad. So, guys, it's really great getting to know Karen from MAC, India. And I hope to see you guys soon on the podcast. Do subscribe and follow our channel for more information. And I will see you very soon.